Morning, 10 AM Sunday. It's about 25 degrees already, not a cloud in the sky. It's an absolute belter of a day. It's almost perfect haymaking conditions, apart from there's not really a lot of breeze. We've got a lot of hay to make, but I've looked at it and it's not going to be quite ready today. There's a saying, there's more bad hay made in a good year than in a bad year. And what that means is, when it's really hot, you can get a false impression of how dry it is, and you can bale it up too damp and then it goes wrong. So when I get to the field, I'll have a quick look at it and I'll show you what we look for when we're assessing whether hay is ready to bale or not. So this is first year Italian ryegrass, second cut, it's been mown nearly a week and it's had some fantastic weather on it, but as you can see when I turn it over, it's not fit. What we look for is a couple of things. First one, I can't do this now because you need two hands, but if you grab it in your hand like a rope and twiddle it, twist it up, it should break cleanly. And also, you've got nodes in the stems, if I can find one. To look through it, find the thickest part, find a node, and there we go. If you look there, put your thumbnail into it, there's moisture in there. That needs to be dry. When they get dry, they go black and shrivel up. A bit like Phil's Mickey will if he carries on the way he's been going. So this will be another day, I should think. It might go tomorrow. It could come back in here at 5 o'clock tonight, look at this and be like, that'll go. Bale it up, and about a week later it'll get hot and catch fire. So it's best to just be patient. The weather's on our side. So let the sun do the work and hopefully get it baled tomorrow. This will be some beautiful hay. It'll be destined for Newmarket, where we supply some quite big studs. They're going to love it. If we want to get technical, there's another way of measuring the moisture in this grass, and that's by weighing it accurately, putting it in the microwave, and then weighing it again, and the difference is the moisture content. Well, I was doing this last summer with some Timothy, but unfortunately after I put it in the microwave, somebody rang me, and whilst I was on the phone, the microwave burst into flames, nearly burnt the kitchen down and stank the house out with smoke for weeks. So I won't be trying that again this time, and to be honest, there's no need, because I know what it is. I know it's not fit today, so it doesn't really matter. We've got a different problem today, and that's that we have to be careful that the grass doesn't get too dry, because being ryegrass and it being so hot, it goes brittle. And if it gets too dry, all you end up with is just a load of chaff. Or to use the Warwickshire phrase, which I don't think is used anywhere else, switlins, which is a derogatory word for chopped up, chaffy grass, which isn't really much use to anything. And if you're down the pub and someone said, "Hey, how'd that hay go you baled the other day?" and you replied with, "Oh, switlins," they'd know exactly what you meant, and they'd say, "Sorry about that, let me get you a pint." It's getting warm now. The mercury's up over 30. We've got health warnings on the radio. You just have to pray to God that the machinery keeps working and the aircon stays cold. Because without it, these tractors are horrendous places to be. I've done it. It's just horrific because there's hardly any windows. It's just like being in a greenhouse. It's just a big expanse of glass. It's where you want to make good friends with an aircon engineer who can come out fairly quickly when something does go wrong, because you'll just die. Well, not quite, but it's pretty bad. It's a bit like being in France or Spain. Although, if we were in France or Spain, when it gets hot at lunchtime, they all have a couple of hours off, a couple of bottles of wine, nice little snooze. Well, we're not going to be able to do that today, because that's perfect haymaking conditions. There's Phil on the packer. The prodigal son has returned from France. We've got no more ready to do today. It's 8 o'clock. It's getting a bit damp. Once it goes above 14% moisture, then we stop unless we absolutely have to carry on. So I just called it a little block that we mowed the other day, and I was unsure about even bothering to mow it because it's really thin. We were going to top it, and then I thought, well, actually, I may as well mow it. It's just as quick. It's quicker, in fact. And I'm surprised it's thin, but I'm surprised at how good it is. It's all right. It's not our usual racehorse quality. It won't go to the top customers, but it's not Switlin's. It's somewhere in between. I'm sure there's a word for it. I don't know. There's got to be a word. So it's 50 acres. We'll probably bale this in about an hour. Less than that. You've never seen a conventional baler go so fast. The wheels are barely touching the ground. And they're 15-metre rows. So yeah, we might get 500 bales off it if we're lucky, and that's all right. It's better than a poke in the eye, and someone will be glad of it, I'm sure.